Now, welcome students. In today's class, we will try to understand few more functions which will help in handling files effectively. Right now, we have so far seen that if there is a file, we can perform the different operations such as input operation and output operation. Right. In the output operation, we can say that we can write onto a file or we can append onto a file. Right. We have seen the distinguishes between the differences between what we mean by writing and what we mean by appending. Right now, today we will try to understand one function which will help us to change back or retrieve back this particular file pointer to its original position. The function name is called as rewind. Okay, now suppose assume that we have some scenario like this. There is a particular file. The file contains these things. Understand, let us say this is first line, then last line. Now, assume that we are trying to write a certain content onto the file. What we want to do is that we want to first write certain content onto the file. After writing, we want to read whatever we have written onto the file. So these two operations we want to perform, right, which involves both output as well as input operation. Right, once the file is written, whatever content we have written, we need to read it. Right, now there are different modes in which we can open the file. Now, can you tell me, if I want to perform this operation, which would be the best mode? I want to first write the content onto the file, then whatever content I have
R
written,
plus.
yes, come again, ma.
R plus.
R plus, okay. Any other thoughts?
So W plus also.
W plus also. Okay, now let us understand these two things, what R plus and W plus means. What is the purpose of R plus?
So for both reading and writing. So R plus.
Reading and writing. What about second one?
So it is also for reading and writing, but if file exists, then the previous contents are overwritten by the new one.
If the file contents are already there, then it will be overwritten by the thing. But here the other difference is what? If the specified file does not exist, then this R plus will return what?
So null.
Null value. What happens if file, whatever we have specified, if it does not exist, and if you open the file in W plus, what will happen?
So overwrites.
It will overwrite.
It will over. No, if file doesn't exist,
It creates new file.
Right. Now, can you tell me which one would be the more appropriate opening the file here? Should we use R plus or W plus? It would be more better if we make use of W plus over here. Okay, so if assume that I have opened the file in W plus, that means now it allows me to type the content. Okay, obviously the contents of the file will be deleted if it is present. So what I will do, I will type all these text. Okay, up to this line, character E I will press, and then I will save the file. How do I save the file? I will just press on Control Z, right? By pressing on the Control Z, the contents will get saved. Right, now next time the first part is done here, that is writing the content onto the file is performed successfully. Now I want to read the content. Now if I just try to write certain codes, and if I say that I want to read from T, then H, then I, and up to E, will it allow me to read? Will it allow me to read? I will repeat my question once again. Okay, we have opened the file in W plus mode. So that we can get the writing operation as well as reading operation. Okay, then I will type all this content, means writing operation I am performing. After performing the writing operation, the file pointer will be placed where? It will be placed exactly end of this particular file. That is, after E, the file pointer will be placed. Okay, now using that particular file pointer, is it possible for me to read the content from the beginning of the file? Are you getting the point, student? Or you want me to elaborate little more? I'm waiting for your response, students. Okay, now let's give a different try here. Now, FP is there. FP is what? Assume that FP is what? File pointer. Correct? Now, I will start typing the content. I am performing writing operation here. So I will just first type. Now file pointer is pointing where? It is pointing at the first logic position of the file. So now I will type T. After I press T, where does this particular file pointer point to? Is it still pointing at the first position or the second position?
Second position.
Because once the FP performs the operation, it will move on to its next location in the file or next position in the file. So the next position it is now pointing. Now after that, I will just press H, that is writing operation. After the H is typed, now FP, where does it point? Does it point to still at the second position or the third position? Third position. Like that, whenever I perform any operation using the file pointer, that is write or read operation, okay, the file pointer will keep on moving one character by other character. Like first it will read or write on this particular character. After that, it will move on to the next character. After that, it will move on to the next character or the next position. Now I will type one more character. So now after this character is written, the S is written. Now FP will point at 5, the next position, right? Like that, it will keep on moving. The file pointer will be moving to its next position in the file. So let us write few more characters here. This is first line, and then this is last line. Okay. Now, after this E is written, now the file pointer is pointing to the next character of E. Now, next character of E is that it is the end of the file. I will just press Ctrl Z. So it will ensure that the end of file is inserted into the file. So after E, there is a end of the file. Okay. Now tell me, where does this particular FP is now pointing to? Where does this particular FP is now pointing at?
End of the file.
Is it end of the file or is it at the beginning of the file?
End of the file.
It is end of the file, right? Because we have not yet closed the file. That means the FP is still at here itself. Okay. Now, I want to perform read and write operation. In that, the write operation I have performed successfully and the content has been written and the FP is pointing at this particular location. Now I need to perform my second job, that is reading the content. So in order to read the content, I have to make sure that the file pointer which is placed at end of the file should come back to the beginning of the file. From end of the file, now it has to come back to the beginning of the file. In order to do this one, that is, in order to reposition the file pointer at the beginning of the file, then we make use of a particular function called as rewind. The function rewind, as the name suggests, that rewind means you have to take back to somewhere. Where to take back? You have to take back the file pointer to the first character of that particular file, right? The syntax of this rewind is rewind, and it takes one particular parameter. That parameter is the file pointer. So once this particular rewind file pointer, this rewind function is executed, wherever this particular file pointer be present in the file, it will be taken back at the first character or the first position in that particular file. So now, after writing all the content, what I need to do is that I just need to make use of the rewind function by passing the file pointer. If I do that, what will happen? The file pointer from end of the file, it will now move back to its current position, right? So once it is moved to the current position, then I can perform read operation. I can perform read operation. These type of functions which will help us in changing or modifying the positions of the file pointer. Okay, there are three different functions. One is rewind functions. There is another function by the name ftell. Then there is one more function by the name fc. Okay, these all three functions we make use of in order to either change the position of file pointer, or if we want to know the current position of the file pointer, that also can be written. Okay, now to simulate this particular understanding, I have just written a simple program here. Okay, now just pay attention to the program, and whatever the concept we have studied theoretically, that is implemented here. Okay, I will just repeat that theoretical concept once again in this particular file. Okay, now, so first we are opening the file in write mode, that is write plus mode, so that we can have both writing as well as reading operation performed. Okay, now, so if there are any errors while opening the file, it will return the null value and the program will get executed. The next is that we want to perform writing operation, right? So to write the content, we need to make use of getChar. So read the content first from the keyboard and then make use of the putC function and write it onto the file until the entered character is not end of the file. These two lines we are very much familiar with, right? Once the writing operation is performed and once the end of the file is retrieved, then the file pointer, the position of the file pointer from end of the file, we have to move it back to its first position in the file. So to perform that one, we make use of rewind function. So rewind fv. Now what will happen? The file pointer will be set at to the beginning of the file. Once it is set to the beginning of the file, then I can easily perform read operation. So these are the couple of lines which we are already familiar with. We have seen these code, these two lines, which will help us in reading the content and then displaying this back onto the screen, right? So this will help us in reading the content, that is character by character from the file until we reach the end of the file, and every read character will be displayed onto the monitor. And then we are closing the file. Now, if I execute this program, let's execute this particular program and check it. I think file name is 29. Yes, it is 29, and then execute. Give few seconds for the execution to take place. Now, enter the contents of the file terminated by Ctrl+V. So now I'm performing writing operation. Say this is first line, this is last line. Press Ctrl+D. Now, later you can see here reading the contents from the file, and this time it is reading from what? It is reading from the beginning of the file itself. How it could able to read from the beginning? Because there was a function rewind which helped us in moving back the file pointer to its first position in the file. Now, suppose if I comment this line, and try to execute the program once again, you can definitely see the change in this execution. Okay, let's see here how it works. Enter the content. This is first line. This is last line and control D. Now see here, reading the contents from the file, message is displayed because it is a printf statement, but after that it has not displayed anything from the file. Why it has not displayed? Why it did not read from the file? Can anyone answer?
We cannot use the rewind function.
Yes. What has happened? We have written the content, write operation we performed, and when we completed with the write operation, the file pointer is at the end of the file. You can just think that the black position what we're finding, that is the end of the file. So the file pointer is at the end of the file. Okay. And if you look into the code, after writing is done, I'm just starting with the read operation, right? So it will read the character pointed by the FP. Where this FP is pointing, it is pointing to the end of the file. So end of the file is not equal to the end of the file. So condition itself becomes false. That means file pointer is now pointing to the end of the file. So it says that, okay, you are at the end of the file, you are not supposed to read anything. So this function will turn to be a false. Then this particular file condition will turn to be a false case. Then it will not read anything. But if the rewind function is used, if it was used, then definitely what will happen? The FP, which was positioned at the end of the file, will be moved back onto its first position. It will be moved back onto its first position. And then it can successfully read all the contents from the file. Understood, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is one of the function. What does this particular rewind does? Now, so we may require certain functions. Okay, the function name is called as ftel. The usage of this ftel is what? Suppose we are writing a particular program and a particular instance, we want to know what is the position of file pointer. Or in other term, we can say where this particular file pointer is pointing at present. We want to know where that particular file pointer is pointing at present. That can also be known by using a function called as ftel. You can just see here the name of the function, how it is. F means it is related to the files, and tell. What to tell? We need to know the position of this particular file pointer. This is the syntax of the ftel. It takes one parameter as the name of the file pointer and it returns an integer value, right? It returns an integer value. That integer value specifies that where does that particular pointer is being positioned. Okay. Now, in order to understand this one, directly jump onto the program here. Okay. Now, so here I'm using one integer variable counter for demonstration, which is initialized to 0. I'm opening the file in read-only mode so that the file should be first exist in the program, in the computer. Then what I'm trying to perform here is that before I read the content, I want to know the position of the file pointer. Before I start reading, I want to know the position of the file pointer. So you can see in the printf statement, I'm just using ftel here. So ftel of fp means it is going to return an integer value. That integer value will be substituted at this particular %d. Followed this particular statement, students? I have just shortenized the code here. The ftel will return what? It will return an integer value. So the current position of fp will be returned, that will be substituted at this particular position. So here I will come to know the position of the file just after opening it. Okay, then what I will do, I'm just reading the content from the file. Okay, but here if you look at, I'm not displaying any of the characters read, but I'm just incrementing my counter. I'm just incrementing the counter. So the first character will be read, then counter will be incremented. It will move on to the character. Counter will say that 1. The next character will be read. The counter will be incremented. It is like we want to know how many characters are there in the file, basically. Okay, so that many characters, that count will be stored in this particular counter. After that, I'm just displaying two things. One is the value of counter, and then other is after reaching end of the file, what is the position of FTEL, or what is the position of the file counter, that I'm just retrieving. Then I'm doing again rewind operation, so that wherever that file pointer is there, I'm just putting it back onto the beginning of the file, and then again I'm checking whether the file pointer has come to its beginning of the file or not. Understood, students, the statements what we have written and its purpose here? If you are not understood, please let me know. I will explain it once again. Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now let us execute the program and try to see the output of this program. Now, look at here. Position of the file pointer after opening the file. Obviously, it should return 0 because it is at the 0th position. Here, 0 means the first position will begin at 0. The next position will begin at 1. Like in your array indexing, right? In the array indexing, how the array indexing starts from 0, it works in the same way. The first character is positioned at 0th position, then first position, like that, it will keep on incrementing. Okay, now using this particular output, total number of characters are 36 because there are 36 characters where they present in that particular file. So 36 it has reached, and later you can see the end of the file. After reaching the end of the file, file pointer is pointing at 36th position. This 36th position is what? Actually, it is nothing but the end of the file character. This 36th position is nothing but end of the file character. After we perform the rewind operation, then obviously what has to be done? The file pointer from the 36th position, it will come back and fall on to the its 0th position. That's why we are finding the result as 0. The file which we used in this program was test.txt, right? So what is there in test.txt? We can just simply check it here. I can use a function, that is command, cat command, to display the content. How many characters are here? Can you just cross verify? Are there 36 in count?
Yes, sir. 36.
36, right? There are exactly 36 characters. Okay, now I have a question here. Let's see how many of you can answer. If you remember, what I told early just now was that since there are 36 characters, so it has counted 36 characters, and file pointer is pointing at 36. File pointer is returning a 36 here. And I said this 36 is nothing but it is the position of end of the file. It is the position of end of the file. So do you think that is there any mistake in this program, or is it working correct? There are total 36 characters, and I'm telling the file pointer is returning what? The 36 here. The FTEL is returning 36 because at 36th position, there is end of the file. Do you think that it should be 37, or is it 36 is correct? Any answers?
Sir, 37.
37. Okay. Anybody else?
Sir, 37.
37. So does that mean this particular program is giving us a wrong results? Should we modify the program?
Sir, it is not showing end of the line.
It is not showing end of the line. Okay. Now let us understand here. The program is correct. How? Okay. Now these are the contents. Now here the first character T. Here first character T means what? Is it 0th position or is it first position?
So 0th.
This is 0, right?
0.
This is
First,
One.
sir.
1. This I is
2.
2. Like that, it will keep on incrementing. Okay. Now, if you notice, the first character position is 0. Second character, the position is what? 1. So the position here for the file pointer, it is taking 1 less because it is starting with 0. It is starting with 0. So if you just summarize, there are how many characters?
36.
36 character, right? So this 36th character, that is E, 36th character E, if the file pointer is at exactly E, then what this FP, that FTEL will return? Will it return 36 or 35?
35.
35. sir.
35, right? Now, after we read this character, the file pointer will now move on to end of the file. File pointer will now move on to the end of the file. Now tell me, what will this particular FTEL will return? Is it 35 or 36?
36.
What it will return? 35 or 36?
36, sir.
36. So does this result, whatever output we are getting here, is it correct?
Yes, sir, it is correct.
It is.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you need to understand here that the file pointer's positions in a file, it begins at 0. It begins at 0. And if there are total number of characters n, then after reading all the characters and if FP points at the end of the file, then it will return us value as n itself, not n plus 1. It will return n itself because it starts with 0. It is exactly same way as our array indexes are. Array indices are. Understanding?
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
No, so I think this much is enough for today. These two functions. What I would request you is that you can take a snapshot of these particular programs. This first one, okay, and the second one also. Try to write this particular code and practice and understand more on these particular two functions. The first one is the rewind and second one is FTEL, right? What rewind does? Rewind will reposition the file pointer to its first position in the file. Okay, so that first position is nothing but 0th location, right? Then the second function is FTEL. The FTEL function, right? This FTEL function tells us what is the current position of the file pointer at that instance, right? Okay. Enter your attendance, students. Be quick. Enter your attendance. There is one more function that we will study in our next class.